Today, I roast 6 gaming videos and the best one wins a free console worth $200. Let's check out the first one.
Can I fully complete Slime Rancher in 100 days? We have to get every Slimepedia entry, every map unlock, every slime discovery,
Wait. Whoa, what is this? Maybe not using such a quick pace. Transfer the information slightly slower, because this point right here, I didn't hear anything you said, and that was sort of the point, but now I'm kind of like overwhelmed, I'm kind of overstimulated. So the way that I would keep this super simple if I were to do like a sample intro, I think I wrote one, say something like, today my goal is to beat Slime Rancher in 100 days, and here's a checklist of every single challenge that I need to complete before the end of the video. Let's get started with the first challenge. And so in this way, you're just simplifying it.
So our first goal right now is to try and get the
3 minutes into the video, you're stating the first goal. What I recommended is that you should complete the first goal within the first 10 seconds, or at least like 30 seconds at the very latest. There's like a disconnect here about the pacing side of things. A lot of introduction, a lot of build up, a lot of explanation, a lot of just doing random things. And now we're getting to the actual burst objective, right? Keep the intro super simple. Get straight into the gameplay. Get straight into completing the first challenge. Complete the first challenge. Then maybe reveal some type of twist later. So far into watching it, like I'd say it's like a 6 out of 10, maybe a 6.5 out of 10. What 1,000 hours of Barbarian looks like.
Today I'm going to show you what 1,000 hours of Barbarian looks like. I have to win 4 times in a row. Can I do it? Let's find out. Alright, let's go get him.
What I want to say about this intro is that it's pretty good. This is like a good example of like how I think about very simple intros. I understand that he's going to show us this character and he's going to try to win 4 times in a row.
What is he doing? Oh yeah, he pearled. Let's get him.
You could see he's shifted the music, but it's
he
kind of the same. I said this on a past one. I said that you want to make it like a roller coaster. This translates, I said you want to have ups, you want to have downs. It translates to the music, the pacing, and the voiceover. It's gonna make your video feel so dynamic that you get that rush that you get from a roller coaster, because without going up on the roller coaster, you wouldn't feel the effect of going down. And without going down, you wouldn't feel the effect of going up. And so just kind of taking a look at this video, it's like we kind of got the same pace, the same mood for the entire video. And so it's not producing that explosive effect that we can have if we change some of these things and make it more dynamic. So let's check out the end of this video, see if he completed the challenge.
Alright, there we go. Now let's go break his bed. Oh, he left. Easy. If you enjoyed this video, then you will
I don't know if he really confirmed whether he got that challenge or not, which is something that I would give as feedback. But good outro. He kept it quick and clean and told you to watch another video, which I think everyone should do. If you want to get more session time, then tell people to watch another video that's related. And so I'll go with like a solid 7.5. Pretty good video overall. Techno Gamers teaches me to kill strongest pal with no weapons and pals.
तो गाइस देख रहे हो कितना सुहाना मौसम है और भाई
Oh, I think I remember this guy.
ये जो कि है ग्रैपलिंग गन वो मार लो इसको देखो
He's speaking Hindi.
हुआ नहीं हुआ
One thing I do like about this is that he kind of just jumps straight into it. A lot of times you can just jump straight into the idea. Like you explain what you're going to be doing and then just start doing it. To that point, he could probably have a better intro that graphically conveys the idea, because the reason we want to use graphics and we want to use text at the beginning primarily, if people are not watching with sound on and they scroll by your video, especially on mobile, and the video starts auto playing, then we can hook them without them needing to have the sound on. Also, if they're not reading the text, visually they can get the gist of what the video is about as well. So visually, and then also with the subtitles at the bottom of the graphics, it will capture so many more people's attention. Even if somebody's looking over the shoulder of the person auto-playing the video, they're gonna see what it says. And so adding an intro like this is so effective. Putting it in the center brings all of the visual emphasis to it, makes it impossible not to see. I would have to give this video like a 6 out of 10. Needless to say, it did really well for him. So, you know, hats off to this guy for coming up with a good idea and executing on it. I trapped players with marriage.
I'm here today, we gathered these 2 lovely people to marry each other. But this isn't a normal wedding. No, this is a trap.
Okay, biscuity. It is so important to clearly communicate what you're trying to say in the first 5 seconds. Put extra emphasis into your intro. The video concept is actually interesting. It's so bizarre and weird that I'm like weirdly curious. It is kind of an interesting idea, but you already showed us the end of the video basically, right? And then you went back in time and tried to explain why you needed to do this. And then you concluded that the only way to do this was to trap people at a marriage ceremony. So I think we need to go back to like some storytelling basics. There needs to be an inciting action. You want to start with the thing that sets everything off. After the inciting action, rising action, we get closer to the climax of the video. But before we get to the climax of the video, there needs to be a fall off, or there needs to be tension. And this is when the problem is presented, or when the problem manifests itself into the video and it opposes the goal and it opposes the hero of the story. And then the hero overcomes the tension or overcomes the problem. And then finally the video climaxes and we achieve the goal. We need to get clear on like what story we're telling and like what a story is. I give this video like a 6. I think the best thing about this video was just the overall concept. Like, I just thought it was funny. And the twist at the end, as like ridiculous and absurd as it was, like I also thought this was funny. And it almost seems like he's using this video as like a setup to a series. It's like what he said at the end. So top 7 best solo ways to make money in GTA 5 online.
Whether you're a beginner or an experienced player, here are the 7 best solo money methods that
Nice.
millions.
I like that he put it in the center. This is so good for the viewer experience. Something that I think is interesting that we should point out here is like how many elements are going on that are keeping me engaged in this video. So he's got the gameplay, he's got the voiceover, he's got the graphics, and he's got subtitles. And all of them are in concert with each other. It's not like he's showing them all at the same time. He's not trying to overwhelm us. He's doing them in like a sequence when it makes sense and when it's necessary to help us understand what he's saying or help us to understand the info that he's conveying. And it's keeping me constantly engaged with what he's doing. What I like is that he's actually doing it as he speaks about it, right? Like he didn't tell us how much more money that we would make, but he actually confirmed the bonus and now he's gonna show us. Because we're working with video, it's always better to show than it is to tell. So that's my feedback in this regard, just in a general sense, like how you can improve your videos and what you can learn from this one. Another thing that I noticed about Ravish's voiceover that is really good is like he takes pauses. He allows some space in between his sentences. And although this is small, this helps make such a satisfying experience. And so this is a good example of how to slow it down. I think a lot of the videos today have actually done a really good job of this, but it's just something that came to my mind while watching this particular video. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with this video. This is like a 10 out of 10 video, I would say.
Today, I'll be trying to get a win on every battle royale and giving them a ranking on a tier list. Many of these have waifus, some are dead games, and others are, well, weird. No, come on, come on. Oh, we're dead. Apex has a lot going for it.
So I assume like them dying was the thing that he was referring to as like the bad thing. I don't know if I actually would have shown that. I think it's really, really important for the beginning segment to be some type of positive completion because you want to have like a rising action that gets you closer to the goal. So like ideally from the viewer perspective, they want to not only see you play every battle royale, preferably they want to see you win every battle royale because the point of the game is to be the last man standing.
What?
Go get high rarity armor and weapons.
What is this?
Why is there an AI voice?
Much like a lot of the other battle
Yo.
royales we've played so far, each character has their own abilities.
What I really like about the gameplay that he shows is that it's either funny, showcasing sort of like them discovering the game and winning the game and kind of proceeding forward. There's nothing in here that like seems like it's lingering or it's taking away from the experience. It's like forward progression, funny moments, stuff that like the viewer actually wants to see. This is something that Candy does a good job of, is like actually only putting good clips in the video and just removing everything else that's not good. Be particular with what you choose to put in the video and just remove everything else. I think it's a great video. Honestly, this is probably like a 9 out of 10. Basically done a consult with all of you guys. In the spirit of helping out the community, I'm gonna say that Biscuity had the best video. So Biscuity is the winner. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to watch this video next, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.